Today we talk to Carlos with Swiss Chard Farm. Carlos is one half of a dynamic duo, him and his wife Julia. They started off making jams and jellies, and now they pop popcorn at farmers markets and other events. And he talks about how they got started with this small little popper that they bought used on the OfferUp website, and they have not looked back since. So let's get into it. So today we're here with Carlos from Swiss Chard Farm, where they make homemade goods and popcorn, and they sell them at farmers markets and also at outside storefronts. Hey, Carlos, welcome to the Become a Popcorn Genius show. You got started in the popcorn business and farmers markets, selling products in the farmers markets not too long ago. Can you tell me a little bit about how you got started and where your journey began?
Yeah, so the little adventure didn't really start with popcorn necessarily first. It started really with me working at a construction job and me making or eating PB&Js daily. And then since I would eat PB&Js daily, I mean, my wife would make my jams and jellies. She didn't want me no store-bought one, so she made jams and jellies, and that was my breakfast. And then little by little, there's a feed store that's up the road from us. They help support the local community. And they had a little community market, I guess, to invite the whole community, and then you could take all your homemade goods, sell them there, and then they provided the permits for us. So it was just a one-day thing. But we sold our products there, sold her jams, and then I allowed her to get permits to get cottage food. So once we got our cottage food, I mean, we started jumping around from market to market, just selling just strictly jams. And then we would stop in front of there's a general store up on our road, I guess. And then right there was a kettle corn vendor. And right there, since there was a kettle corn vendor there, we just, hey, can we just sell next to you and then sell our jams, and then we'll make a day of it. We went there a couple times. Seeing him there, we saw him daily. We exchanged our life stories on how we got started. I guess he had his own little side business going on of cleaning carpets, and that was his side gig. So once he said that, I was like, you really make a living off of popcorn? But I guess, yeah. And then, we're trying to make a living out of jams and jellies, but still. And then
That's terrific.
Yeah, we sat on that idea for a while, and never really thought anything of it going to the markets. But once we started going to like my wife's farmers markets, we noticed there was no other snack vendors, all like fruits, vegetables, nothing like what we would see like when we were younger, like any popcorn vendors, any like snacks like fudge or some other farmers market snacks. So we said, hey, since there's no like popcorn vendors, and since that guy did well, let's try it out, I guess, see where it takes us. But yeah, I mean, we just started with a little cabinet one that we got off of OfferUp, little cabinet popcorn maker. We didn't know how to make popcorn, so we just said, quick YouTube, how to make popcorn, how to make popcorn.
Nice.
And the only flavors we had were just regular kettle corn for a good while, because I mean that's one thing I could make on the cabinet style of popcorn poppers. It was like a theater pop 8 or 9, I forgot what it was, little tiny thing. But yeah, we just had 2 flavors. It was that one and sweet and spicy, and that was the only thing I could pop.
Awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, we got our first popcorn machine right there.
That's terrific. That's awesome. Can you tell us a little bit about how you went about, you said you got a cottage food license to kind of get started. So what was that, how in depth was that to do? Was it difficult?
On my that's when my wife comes into play. She had to go to research deep into like trying to get permits and whatnot. I mean, meanwhile I was still working a construction job. So I mean, she went behind the scenes. I don't know what she did, but she did well. Yeah,
she got it done. That's awesome.
Yeah, she went through all the loops and everything, cool. But yeah, she got everything under control.
Now you said you made kettle corn, so you had your theater popper, and you were making kettle corn in there, and then you made sweet and spicy. What's sweet and spicy?
Oh, it's just Tell us about that regular kettle corn, just with dehydrated serrano. Yeah, I mean, we weren't able. Yeah,
that's awesome.
I mean, we didn't really know how to make flavors at that time, like all those fancy candied ones, colorful ones. So I mean, we always tried to research on how to make them, but we didn't know where to get the ingredients. So I said, the next best thing? Just spicy. Add dehydrated chilies to it. So there you go. I mean,
that's
super simple, but it sells. Yeah,
I bet it does. I've seen that popcorn on your social
Yeah,
media posts and stuff. I'm like, oh, I wonder what that is. That
yeah,
sounds really
highly
good.
requested.
That's awesome. Yeah, I bet. I bet it's definitely different because I don't think you see that a lot
No,
out
yeah,
there.
because I mean, or we
For
use
sure.
like gold medal products. I mean, they offer some spicy, but it's not
Yeah.
spicy. Like I'm a chili addict, so I like spicy. I mean, the little
Nice.
store bought ones. I mean, you can't get the spiciness I really want. So getting our own chilies, I mean, it made it a lot better, I guess. Yeah,
And that's goes to that the homemade
yeah,
piece, the
uh
homemade
huh,
goods, right? Because that's where your roots are. You
yeah,
right making homemade jams and jellies and what other you do baked
yeah,
goods as
yeah.
well,
My
that
wife,
kind of thing.
she's the one doing all the baked goods. I just help her prep and everything. She just baked goods, teas, hand blended teas, jams, jellies.
And do you go to a lot of different like farmers
Oh
markets
well,
and set up out storefronts, or
we've been
how
leaving
often do you do that?
storefronts little by little, and once in a while we still do them. Like once we don't have a market or anything, but we just set like at a Tractor Supply. We'll set up at a Tractor Supply. We'll have our markets. Markets on Mondays, Thursdays, weekends. We just leave it to any sporting events, school events that they invite us to.
Sounds like you're getting quite a
Yeah,
following, so folks are
yeah,
inviting you to places.
yeah.
That's
It's been
terrific.
fun. Yeah, I mean, you go to one place,
Now,
they invite you to the next. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, when you have, great stuff, that's what folks,
yeah,
it catches on quickly. That's for sure. So you said you set up in front of like a Tractor
yeah,
Supply store, that kind
yeah.
of thing. Do you have to like get
Yeah, we
permission?
just get a
What do you
permission
do? How do you do
from
that?
the storefront owner. I mean, if you talk to the manager, I mean, they could set you up with something. I mean, Tractor Supply. I mean, good, helpful people out there. So thank you, Tractor Supply.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes, Tractor Supply. Yeah, good
yeah,
people there for sure.
but yeah, they
Nice.
help out the local community with that.
When you started popping popcorn, you were popping it at home basically, and then you'd like bag it
Correct.
up
Yeah,
and
we'll
bring
just
it
pop everything at
to.
home, bag it, and then we'll take it to our events wherever we're selling.
And do you sell like different size bags, or what do you? How do
Generally
you do that?
one site. I mean, once in a while we do like overly large bags, but some they're just standard. What is it? 20 by 6 bags. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And what do you sell a bag like that size for?
They range $6 to $8. Yeah.
Okay, nice. That's awesome. Now, when you get into the farmers
Hmm.
markets, is there like there's probably like an application process or something along
Yeah.
those lines, and they charge a
Correct.
fee?
Yeah. They just charge a fee. You just fill out your vendor application if you have, or fill out your, and not fill out, but give them your permits, give them your proof of insurance, everything that you need to be a business, and then they set you up. And they set you up to
Nice,
sell.
very cool. So you said you started off, you got your first popper on
Yeah.
OfferUp. So you bought like a
Yeah.
used
Just to use
popper. Just
cabinet
you're like, hey,
popcorn,
we
just
just
test out waters.
let's get in
Yeah.
business. Yeah, good for you. So and you said it was a
Yeah. It
small
was a
one, or
theater pop.
have
It was
you
a little small countertop one.
now have you gotten a bigger popper
Yeah, we
now? Or are you
eventually
still using
upgraded.
that?
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Oh,
with
cool.
demand, I guess we needed more volume in the poppers. Yeah, I mean, on that little
Yeah,
style popper, I mean, I was able to do half a cup at a time. I imagine half a cup making who knows
Oh,
how many bags. It took time. Yeah,
yeah.
it took
Yeah.
time.
So it was like a 4-ounce popper. Is that
I
basically
believe
what it
so. Yeah,
was? It
it's
was a
like
small
half a
little
cup
one.
of
Yeah.
raw popcorn, and that's about it. I could fit in there. If I had more, it overflows. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. When we had our gourmet popcorn shop, that was the one thing. It's like we always kept saying, we need bigger equipment. We need bigger
Yeah.
equipment. We had a 20-ounce popper, theater style popper, and we had other, kettles and that kind of thing too. But even the 20-ounce popper, we're like, we need the 60
Hmm.
ounce. So you still make the kettle corn and the sweet and
Yeah,
spicy
on
one? Or
top of
those
other
your
flavors.
two
No,
flavors?
we had other flavors since then. I mean, since how we said, we use a gold medal product, so we just use the flossines. So you just use the
Oh,
flossines
nice.
to
Yeah.
create anywhere from chocolate to blue raspberry, banana, lime, grape. Yeah, all those nice fun flavors.
Have you tried using the glaze pop, the gold medal glaze
Yeah, we
pop?
use the glaze pop,
It's like,
well, just for the caramel,
okay,
blue raspberry, and I haven't tried the grape, but there's grape. But yeah, I haven't tried
okay.
those.
Yeah, the grape. Yes. The grape might be good with, peanut butter and jelly. You
Yeah.
said you like the peanut butter and jelly.
Oh, if only there was a
That's cool
peanut
though.
butter. I mean, I've been tempted to make a peanut butter flavored popcorn, but yeah,
Oh
just
yeah.
the only issue I would have is just like having to separate the nut allergy from my other products. Yeah, that'll be the only tricky part.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
point. And sometimes it's better to just not even
yeah,
dive
for
into
sure.
that for folks. Then this way you don't have to
Hmm.
worry about that. It's like, it sounds like you're having a lot of fun. I mean, you seem like, you guys are doing great and you're really having a good time. If you could go back to when you started popping popcorn and tell yourself, something that now,
Okay.
right? Like give yourself some advice from 2 years back. What would you tell yourself, or what kind of advice would you give yourself or even somebody starting out?
I mean, I guess you never know until you try, but
Love that.
go
Yeah.
big. Don't buy anything small. Buy big. Yeah.
That's terrific. Yeah, that's awesome. I love that you guys just jumped in, just got
Yeah.
started. It didn't stop you. You went out, you got something and you got cooking. So that's terrific.
Yeah, I mean,
Very
even
cool.
funny. Even before we got we have a little. Well, now it's an automatic spinning popcorn kettle, but even with trial and error, I mean, we went to the extremes of getting an old beer keg, cutting the top of the beer keg, and using those big wooden things, stirring it around in there, and popping
Yeah.
popcorn there. It
Yeah.
worked, but it's just not convenient since it's flat at the bottom. You need something more
Yeah.
domed, I guess.
The gentleman's name, but he has some YouTube
Hmm.
videos of where he pops in a beer keg
Yeah.
like that, and it seemed to work. But I could see what you mean. It's
Yeah,
challenging with the flat
there's no
bottom.
room in there to even stir in there. It's very shallow, so that went out the door quick. Yeah,
So do you use so you still use a theater style popper, or do you have a kettle
mainly just a
like a
kettle now. Yeah,
stir?
yeah,
Oh, okay, nice. And you said you have an
yeah.
automatic
It's a automatic
stir
stir
one?
popping machine. It's an 80 quart machine with automatic stir.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice. What brand do you have?
it's some little Asian one that we got off of OfferUp as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, cool. And it works
oh,
well.
perfect. Works wonders. It's
Nice.
perfect for
Yeah.
events because I mean it's small, so I mean you could easily carry it anywhere.
Does it have like a sifting table too? Did it
Well,
have, because I've
it's
seen
not
them
attached,
for
but
sale, but I
it's not
didn't.
attached, but yeah, it has a sifting table, right? You just dump it and into the sifting table. You just sift around, and all
Nice.
the
Very cool.
kernels go to the bottom. Yeah,
I've seen those for sale, and I've always wondered how they perform.
yeah, because we've
That's
seen those
really
on
cool.
what was it on Ali? Those weird sites on the
AliExpress.
those
Yeah,
ones.
yeah.
They're questionable. I want to personally buy one, I guess, but they work. Yeah, we just got
Yeah.
one off for
Yeah.
OfferUp, so I mean, hey, by all means.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially it's working for
Yeah.
you. So that's amazing. You do home baked goods, you have the jams and jellies, you have the popcorn. Is there anything you're thinking about getting into? Or for now, is this your product
Well,
line?
we
Or
eventually
what
want
are
to get
your
like a food
thoughts?
trailer, like a food truck trailer to pop on site somewhere, and then we'll sell popcorn on site, sell other baked goods on site. Just out of a food truck.
We have a local food truck that sells kettle corn, all different flavors, actually. Yes, that would be the ideal scenario for sure. Tell us how listeners can get a hold of you. Do you have like a website?
No website, well, just in social media. But yeah, I mean, the
Okay.
only place you
How do,
could I guess buy from us is just at local markets that we're at.
what's your social media?
Is at
Tell
Swiss
everybody
Chard
where.
Farm, both Instagram and Facebook.
Facebook and Instagram at Swiss Chard
Yeah,
Farm, all one word.
yes, we're more active on Instagram.
Okay. We'll have a link down in the show notes for that as well. So if anyone wants to get in touch with Swiss Chard Farm, you can do that. Carlos, thank you so much
Thank you.
for being on the show today. Really, really appreciate it. Lots of great nuggets of information and help, especially for folks just starting out. And, what a great story for you and your wife to get out there and you just got popping,
Fun.
and that's what you guys did. So it's amazing. Love it. Love your story. Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Really appreciate it. There you have it, folks. Carlos with Swiss Chard Farm. Him and his wife, Julia, really getting the job done. Amazing, amazing people. If you are out near the March Air Force Base out in California, in Paris, California, check them out. They are just getting it done. As you heard, they started off with used equipment, and they just got out there and got popping. If you liked what you heard today, be sure to subscribe. Thank you so much, and remember, get out there and get poppin'.